the ticket purchase in the comments. Make sure you use discount code WorldTakes at checkout. Once again, that's discount code WorldTakes at checkout. We just about ready to get started. Once again, we want to thank you all for your viewership. We want to thank you all for your participation. We got exciting news for y'all.
Yup.
We got a new way for y'all to donate to the platform. If you want to continue to see us bring y'all the biggest and the best, if you want to help us grow, you can donate. B-Baby, tell them the Cash App.
The Cash App is the World Takes Podcast. $, the World Takes Podcast. We also have a Zelle. Zelle is through our email. You can also email us through our email. You can do a lot of things. You can look us up through our email. It's the worldtakespodcast.com at gmail.com, y'all.
Hey, yo. This is episode 137. We got a real special episode for y'all tonight. But before we get started, let's go ahead. Let's get the business out of the way.
Yes, sir.
This episode is brought to you by The Town Premium Alcoholic Cocktail. Go tap in and support them on IG at ___The Town.
Yeah.
And remember, please drink responsibly. We need all y'all safe, sound, secure, so y'all can come out on Saturday night, support us in the Mayor's Classic. You already know. Shout out to Town.
Mayor's Classic coming up, y'all. Y'all gonna hear a lot. Y'all gonna hear a lot of Mayor's Classic talk going on. You hear me? The World Takes. Come support us, y'all. Y'all know last Sunday the city was on fire down at Caldwater Park. Now we, as Moolah call it, Caldwater Park.
Caldwater.
Okay.
Because I believe it's CALD spelled. Listen. Forget all that.
Yeah. I call it Caldwater. I call it Cal CAW.
Caldwater.
WATER. That's why I call it. I call it Caldwater.
CAW.
That's how I pronounce it.
Okay, all right.
Caldwater.
I want to send a big shout out to Lakeisha Sutton, man.
Yeah.
She the one that came through. She got the park redid for us.
Yeah.
She putting on for the Mayor's Classic. She putting on for the youth, for the city. She putting on for the kids in the community, basketball clinics and all that.
Mm-hmm.
She's one of the most talented ballers the city has ever seen. And I just want to give her kudos. I want to give her flowers while she's still here. So big shout out to her. Make some noise.
That's my twin, y'all. I've been putting on for the city. I've been giving niggas basketball clinics for a long time, putting the city on. So that's my twin, y'all. So that's how we giving it up, man. Me and Lakeisha Sutton. We back on Sunday. World Takes, presented by The Town. Listen, we going for the win. We going for the championship. Make sure y'all there. If y'all don't make it there Saturday, make sure y'all in the championship game on Sunday, man. We putting on for the city, y'all. If y'all don't see us, man, y'all blind.
Real quick, I just want to shout out our squad, man. I want to shout out the Makers, presented by World Take, sponsored by The Town Premium Alcoholic Cocktail. Make some fucking noise. Make some noise, y'all.
Yeah.
I want to shout out everybody, man. Of course, you got Coach P coaching. Make some noise for him, y'all.
Coach P.
You got me, player / coach, Big Moolah.
Make some noise for Big Mo, y'all.
You got our producer, Ern Diggs. Make some fucking noise,
Diggs,
y'all.
that dude, yo.
You got my cousin, my buzzin', Lewis Wallace. Make some noise, man.
Hold on, are we supposed to give up the roster? Because they might over-prepare. Oh, nah, they already locked, everybody locked. Give a roster. They already locked
the roster out.
Everybody had to lock in their roster.
We ain't worried about nothing, man. The Princeton squad, the Norris squad, we ain't worried about niggas.
You right.
You got my boy Bato. Make some noise. You got my boy Raheem Peterson. Make some noise.
Yeah.
Shout out my guy, Rel Brown. Make some noise. Chris Champion. Big man.
Yeah.
Camille Rivera. Let's get it.
Yeah.
And last but not least, certainly not least, my boy SP. Make some noise. Once again, that's the Makers presented by World Taste.
Yeah.
Sponsored by the Town Premium Alcoholic Cocktail, man. 6 p.m. Saturday, August 19th, man.
Yeah. Make sure y'all there. I don't know what else y'all got going on, but it ain't like this. You hear me? All right, so we want to get back to our sponsors.
It's Weed Man.
This episode is also brought to you by the NJ Weed Man. When y'all looking for them good vibes, y'all in the Northeast region, y'all go holler at our boy at 322 East State Street in Trenton, New Jersey. Or you ever in Miami, go visit the Joint of Miami at 2010 Northwest Miami Court, Miami, Florida. Y'all go check them out.
This episode is also brought to you by Harrison & Co. Go tap in with our guy, Bentley Tweeds, for all your clothing needs, including your customs. Tap in with him on IG at Harrington & Co. _
Yeah. Y'all got podcasts. Y'all need logos. Y'all need y'all content film. Y'all need videos. Documentaries. Y'all need music videos. Anything content related. Holla at our boy Diggs, our producer, the extraordinaire at SM Media _. SM __ media regular spelling on Instagram. Know what I mean? MEDIA. Y'all. Not me to ya, but that is from me to y'all. That's free game. You feel me? From me to ya. But it's SM Media regular spelling. Y'all tap in.
And one more time, man, Joe Frazier Jr. Promotions in conjunction with Miss Downing Promotions, man. Go to ticketleap.com. Get your tickets right now. All-in-one ultimate experience package is the package I would recommend. Just go ahead and get your tickets for all the events, for the gala on Friday night, for the boxing matches on Saturday, the after party on Saturday, and the cigar Sundays on Sunday. You get all your tickets in one package. They call it the all-in-one experience package. Don't forget to use code WorldTakes at checkout. Discount code WorldTakes at checkout.
Yeah. Don't play yourself and not use that World Takes discount code. Don't be too cool for that, y'all.
A lot of you niggas is too cool for school, but that's another story. We'll get to that later on in the show.
Hold on. Speaking of that, though, okay, we're going to get to that later on? Because I'd like to talk about that. Let's start it off with that.
You want to start it off with that?
Yeah.
But it's just like, first and foremost, we're going to get to that, B.
Yeah.
We're going to get to that. First and foremost, I want to say prayers up to all those affected by the Maui wildfire disaster.
Okay.
At last check, there were over 100 confirmed deaths. The most recent update I got is that Joe Biden has signed some type of presidential declaration where every member of a household in Maui is going to get $700 from the United States. But we just want to say to those affected, you have our continued prayers, you have our continued support. However we can assist, try and get the word to us. We'll do the best we can to, donate orders, blankets, things of that nature, things that might can help you through the situation. And you guys are going to be in our prayers. This is incredibly sad situation, incredibly tough times, and in these kind of situations, the only thing you can really do is pray. What do you got on this?
I mean, I'm sad about that. Like, you look at the footage of what's going on out there. That's sad. it's destroyed, and it's on some like natural disaster shit. It's not war. It's not even by man. It's by nature. You know what I mean? It's God's plan, and it's just sad to see people have to relocate like their locations and pack up. Not even pack up, just leave and start over. They pretty much refugees on an island, y'all. And then if y'all don't know, Hawaii consists of multiple islands, so it's like it's not just one plot of land or something like that. So like their relocation is totally different, man. So it's sad. It's sad, and I think us. Well, I don't think, but us as the world takes, we don't just have our takes, and I think what me and Moolah already talked about, me, Moolah, and Diggs, we would like to come up with some type of like funding for you guys, for the people out in Miami. Maybe, we can get some donations and send it out to, nothing that we're going to touch personally. It's just to, get it out to people who need help, because, nobody will want to be in that situation.
We're in talks with our peoples right now. A GoFundMe may be on the way. Mm-hmm. We're in talks with our lawyers and things like that.
Yeah.
Just stay tuned. Make sure you're following us at world_takes on Instagram. Make sure you're following us on YouTube at the World Takes Podcast.
Yeah.
More details to come on that. Expect the GoFundMe. Know your money is in safe hands.
Yeah. We know $700 ain't gonna do it.
$700 a family or a family member is not gonna cut it when your whole island just burned down.
If that's when we come back off of Democrats, we thought Democrats just give out that money. Now, me personally, I was actually explaining that to someone earlier. Like the Democrats just believe in, getting help from the government. The government pay for things, get you through life. But if coming from Trump as a Republican to Biden as a Democrat, and we see situations like this, I'm like, damn, through all these crazy situations, like the Republicans willing to help more than the Democrats. And like, I don't know. I let you guys draw your opinions, but we know how Trump gave it up. We know when the flood happened, we know how Bush gave it up. You feel me?
You guys draw your own conclusions. I'm not here to steer you guys politically in either direction. I don't give a fuck about your political views, and I hope you don't give a fuck about mine. This is Big Moolah from World Takes. We here to give it to y'all how it is. I got Baby with me. Keep it a bean. I'm gonna keep it a buck.
Yeah.
I mean,
I don't really give a fuck neither, honestly. I just know it's size, and I'm just like, damn.
I know they coming crazy, and I know it's just like, yo, I'm not here to steer y'all politically.
Yeah.
Because at the end of the day, I see what the politicians is doing, and it's nasty.
I just know 700 ain't enough, but this is like a large population of people, so I don't know. I mean, I know they can print out that bread. One thing Trump showed us again, that bread can be printed out. You hear me? They can print that bread up like it ain't nothing. So I don't know. Send them people in Hawaii some money, man, for trying to take over that shit.
I want to say something to the people, man, and this is word to Boulevard Skino, man. Mm-hmm. Be careful putting your faith in the systems that these people design. So when it's easy for them to print money, but be careful putting your faith in that money. It's like right now, you look around the world, right? Everybody's infatuated with money. It's all about money. Mm-hmm. That's the number one system they want you to put your heart and soul behind, right? Mm-hmm. But what if they leading you to an early grave or misleading you to misfortune? Who knows? I don't know, but I know when y'all get trendy, I don't like it. Okay. I try and stay away from the trends that y'all are setting. Unless it's something that I pioneered and y'all took it and y'all ran with it, and then y'all tried to set it how y'all said it.
I said, I wouldn't consider money a trend.
What would you consider it?
A medium for exchange.
I would consider it a social construct. And you would have to go to
Two things can be correct.
Two things can be constructed. You have to go to the origins, though.
Yeah.
You know, whatever it's evolved to now in modern day times is what it's evolved to, but money was never necessary for as a medium of exchange.
What?
Money was not necessary as a medium of exchange. We had the barter system originally before money came into play. It was a barter system.
Yeah.
It's you got corn, I got tomatoes.
Yeah.
You got wool, I got rice.
Yeah.
You got coffee, I got marijuana. That's how it worked in original times now.
That's played though. That's played. That ain't gonna work now.
I mean,
because niggas get robots. They got robots. It's over for everybody.
That's not gonna work now because we took money, the social construct, right? And we let it become king in our lives. But money don't even got no, like, if you understand the concept of money, we're supposed to be a gold bar backing every dollar, right? And it's not.
It drifted from that.
It drifted from that.
At least for Americans.
Explain the concept. Explain the modern day concept to the people.
Well,
we're I want to be specific. Where we drifted from the gold backing
the gold
dollar.
standard.
Yeah. So explain where we are today.
Well, I'm gonna tell you something because even that gold backing was always a fucking facade. That was fronting. Like shout out to North Trenton for fronting because we all know Africa had all that gold. We know Africa had all the gold, and Africa was never considered. Gold. Africa still has the gold.
Yeah,
and they never considered the richest. Know what I mean? It's always the European country, rich in natural resources, but they don't consider that. Nah, seriously. I mean, I know that like some of the richest people in the world are considered.
It depends on what parts of Africa you talking about. Africa is a continent.
I'm talking about the regions that mine the gold.
Okay.
Know what I mean? They not necessarily considered.
They wealthy.
Nah, it's heavy impoverished in a lot of regions where they mine the gold. Yeah, it's heavy poverty, high poverty rates. Hell yeah. And
among the non-gold miners,
the non-natives, among the natives, among the people from there.
Is it among the non-gold miners?
Even the gold miners, the people out there.
We just talking money as it pertains to gold mining. That's different from money as in coming from a region where gold mining is prevalent, but you're not a gold miner. Of course,
a large percent of the gold miners are the natives from that region.
I'm sure,
and then large percentage of the companies, the contractors that's out there mining the gold are not from that region. So they come in, they work the people. It's like on some modern day slavery shit. You feel me? It's not like America where they fighting for minimum work, certain work wage and stuff like that, and they got the federal government involved. It's not like that. So they paying them people little to nothing. Sometimes they have those people working for years and not paying them nothing, promising them a check.
One thing I want everybody to do, and what I need everybody to realize, and it might be a struggle for y'all, but we're all going through the same exact things at the same exact times, but our unwillingness, our ignorance is what is holding us back. I don't know if you heard about the UPS settlement.
Yeah. Them boys went on strike. Them boys and girls. Them girls and ladies.
Them boys got the bread, right?
Yeah.
That's the same thing that was happening over there with the gold. But it's just like, we so busy minding other people's business. Like even me, I'm looking at what's going on over there with the gold mines. Mm-hmm. When I should be worried about what I got going on. Mm-hmm. Even the UPS boys, they worried about other shit. That's what you got to do, kind of. And it's just like the same way UPS fought for their money.
Trouble man in the building.
The gold miners can fight for their money. Mm-hmm. They can go on strike because gold mining is a difficult job. You can lose your life gold mining.
Yeah.
They can go on strike and they can turn the industry up down just like the UPS boys just did.
They could. Or they can just more than that, they can get them people from out of their country and stop selling half the country, and
that'd be harder.
And then create their own resources, you know. But it's it's still the situation that's at hand.
Probably one person at the top with all the money, and if that person is of someone that's not of the country, you with no money being from the country, you can't get him out.
Yeah.
You can't get him out. How you gonna get him out? You gonna rebel? What you gonna get on your Jason Bourne shit when he got security to gun you down?
Mm-hmm. You might have to.
You better.
What you going out for? I mean, one thing we know for sure is them Taliban boys went out on some.
One thing about them Taliban boys, they were reckless. They were moving around, just anti-American.
Mm-hmm.
And it's just like they had no real purpose other than being anti-American. So it's just like it didn't work out for them. You seen what my boy Barack did. We got him.
They took out a lot of people, man.
Oh, the Taliban?
Yeah, they took out so many people.
Well, every
people,
military group does. Which one do you throw your support behind? Because I don't throw my support behind any of them. Murder is murder.
I mean, I would say if you ask me that question, I got an answer for it.
Murder is murder. So which one do you throw your support behind? The people killing the Taliban or the people the Taliban killing?
The people who move their people ahead with it. Like the Taliban, they didn't move their people ahead with it. They didn't get no advances.
I don't know about that.
But
they
it's
got a lot of American equipment. They did a lot. I mean, I don't know. They did a lot to move forward their movement. I don't know. I don't throw my support behind any of it because I don't believe in war. I don't believe in violence.
Mm-hmm.
But I feel like if you're intellectual enough, if you got enough intellect, you know war only begets more war, and it's just like a never-ending cycle. So it's just like violence is never going to be the answer.
I get that, but it's something called the utilitarian. Like you want to be a utilitarian, where it's like, all right, I get it. You think about world peace and all that, right? But then you also got to think about it's the crazies in the world. So if you a utilitarian, like even if you don't believe in murder, right? You might be in a situation where you gotta murder these niggas, like just like the Taliban, right? You can be like think of all peace and all that, but these Taliban niggas moving reckless. You feel me? They knocking down buildings and shit. We gotta get them out of there, and guess how we gonna get them out of there? Not with conversation. We gotta X them out. So sometimes that stuff is needed, and there's no place in the world that's strong that has power without no strong military in the current world we live in now. And I would say at least for the past 1,000 years, the strength gonna come from some of the countries who's capable of defending themselves.
If you go back to the beginning, right, to the beginning of the time, you'll see how all that shit is unnecessary and all that shit is ego driven. And it's just like, that's how we landed here today. Like,
ego-driven.
You don't need an army.
Power-driven. Food, like a nutrition-driven.
You don't have to kill nobody to live your life and to live how you want to live.
That's a privilege that we get to experience today due to military minds and people who create security for the world. Protect yourself from the world.
When you say they create security for the world, right? Mm-hmm. But then you got the mother who survives a young age male murder victim, 23, 24. Mother might have had him when she was 17. And you talking about, it's the military that provided the life that saved him. He didn't even survive. Like, what do you say to that? Where do you go from there when I tell you that death is going to happen?
Yeah, exactly.
Bro. So it's just like these militaries you talking about is unnecessary. They unnecessary.
I wouldn't listen. I don't stand by move. I want to let y'all know we appreciate y'all military, everybody in the military who willing to put their lives on the line to protect us. I know I be
Everybody
anti.
is-
Like, I don't want you to confuse police or paramilitary.
Everybody's willing to play this game of domination and go out for your nation versus another nation. I'm the best nation. I'm gonna kill the women and kids of your nation so that my nation can be proclaimed the best. Every one of y'all that goes out there and that's the way y'all want to live, guess what? I want y'all to know Moolah condemns that.
Hey, listen, it's two different point of views. Listen, I know something. Hey, listen, military and war. Sometimes war push. Sometimes war move the country forward. I know America had to fight against British to get a chokehold off of them. They had to the North had to fight against the South to be able to create a different form of racism that got off the black man's back. You feel me? I just know war needs to be created sometimes to move the country forward. I'm not the one who's anti-war, and I know it's a lot of people who's anti-war and stuff like that, but I know sometimes war is needed. You know what I mean? Violence is needed. And, I'm just speaking from a man's point of view.
Anti-war, and I just think anytime you killing women and kids, I think you're a sucker. Like, if you kill a woman, you kill a
two
child.
Things can be correct.
Yeah.
Two things can be correct.
Niggas on some sucker shit. And I ain't co-signing it. I'm not. You dropping drones on niggas. You dropping bombs on niggas. I'm not with none of that.
Historically, war always existed, but it was things like, you pillage their village, you keep the women, you keep the children. It was still a code. Just like in these streets, it was always a code. So, like, as for just bombing a whole country or something like that, that's some new age shit. That's when you start getting away from the code, just like how they talk about in the streets. It used to be codes. That kind of happened in military too. Like, even to be able to declare war and all that, that's kind of moving away. It's just more like you send hints, and then you react on it. You know what I mean? So, the codes has changed, but the basis is still there. You know what I mean? It's a violent world. It's violent people in this world. And you have to protect your country's sovereignty. You know what I mean? You got to protect the people of your country. You got to protect. There's so many things you need to protect. And the best way to protect it is, with military-minded people. You know what I mean? People who ready to go to war. You know what I mean? People in it. But it should start with defense. Just like a football player, just like a boxer, and other people in combat type situations where it should be defense first. You know what I mean? But you can get on offense whenever you're ready. That's what I stand by. But
we had a 17-year-old basketball player, Caleb White, collapse and die.
Mm-hmm.
Rising star in youth basketball tragically passed away after collapsing during a school workout. Only 17 years old. He ranked among the top 25 high school basketball players in the nation. Was Alabama's second-rate player.
Mm-hmm.
He was pronounced dead at a nearby hospital on Thursday, and the cause of his ultimately death is currently being investigated. We want to send our prayers up to Caleb White, his family, his friends,
his fans, all that.
His fans. This is one of the unfortunate things about being a professional athlete, even a college level professional athlete, because they're still professional. You put your body at risk. You put yourself at risk. You put your body through the most extreme circumstances. And we don't want to speculate because no information is back yet, but sometimes the body just doesn't react right. We want Caleb to know he's going too soon. He didn't deserve it. We're going to keep your family, friends, in our prayers. We're going to keep them uplifted. And we'll go from there.
Yeah. I mean, we don't got to speculate, but I know speaking of like collapsing, a lot of people have been relating that collapsing to coronavirus. Like a lot of random collapsing, or I don't know if that's just what the media giving us. Putting in our face. But how you feel about the idea of people relating these children and like just random athletes in the best shape of their lives, healthy people just collapsing. How you feel about them relating that to coronavirus?
I think the coronavirus excuse is just that, an excuse. It's big moolah. I had the shot. I got the vaccine. I'm good. Knock on wood.
Yeah.
And we hope it keeps going.
A lot of them, they've been saying like it's blood clot related. A lot of them like strokes and people like having these shutdowns has to do with like oxygen getting to the brain and things of that matter. And they relating a lot of. I mean, it has been proven in certain circumstances that blood clogs has been caused by from people who's getting shots, especially like the Moderna shot. Yeah.
I mean, it's scary.
Yeah.
1,000% sure. Shout out to all the people that did get the shot. Shout out to all the people that didn't get the shot. I don't know if that's necessarily what's behind these guys collapsing at basketball practice or football practice. People have been collapsing at basketball practice all my life. At football practice all my life. It's been low numbers. It's rare, maybe 1 or 2 people per year since I was little. So I don't really want to make too big a deal out of it just yet. I do want to send my prayers and condolences to that young man's family, Kayla White. Because they did not deserve this, and he didn't deserve this, but I don't know if it's out of the norm or unusual. We'll revisit. What you got for me?
I'm good with that.
You got anything else?
We want to talk about New York having their first annual Rat Day.
New York had their first annual Rat Day. I wish all cities would adopt that and have anti-Rat Day. Because I'm anti-rat.
Nah, for real. Like, and that's like double entendre type shit. But like, one thing I don't fuck with is like rats, like rodents. Oh my, yo, why do they have to exist? Give me a reason, a purpose for rats, Mo.
Nasty, dirty shit up.
Oh man, scare people.
Yeah.
Drop shit everywhere. You know what I mean?
Everywhere.
Come on, man, get the fuck out of here, man. Listen. We need our city trying to get Algernon out his building, 685, Martin Luther King Boulevard. Speaking of that, make sure y'all are there 1 to 5. Hear our voices. We out there trying to get answers and asking. We want to ask the city councilman and mayor and recreation department. We want to ask some questions. But speaking of that, y'all want to get Algernon out here, but y'all ain't got no annual Rat Day. Y'all not out here with the sanitation crew, making sure no rats, no rodents out here. And y'all need to step y'all game up. Got anything? You heard it first, y'all, from Moolah. This the World Takes episode 137. We out, y'all.